Okay, we're going to be watching Neil, who's mostly going to be playing Zenyatta and Baptiste, despite the fact the first life is going to be Ana. This is Silver 4 on PC on Gibraltar. What in the hell could I have done differently as support to affect the outcome of this game? First round was great, didn't die once, seemed like it was going to be a steamroll. Then we got on defense and they went Zen Bastion, and Discord plus constant damage just worked us over. I know scoreboard doesn't mean much, especially since we lost, but to have the least amount of deaths and most healing in the lobby and still lose that bad means I must be doing something wrong to feel like I wasn't being impactful at all. I also tend to tunnel vision a lot and not try to break that. It's a long game, 23 minutes, so definitely grateful to anyone willing to watch and give feedback. Okay, so we're going to focus on not the first half of the game, right? We're not going to worry about that, but just noting right now, what's the time? Okay, so the opposing team is at 131. Our team is at 335. This is really good, right? This is an excellent situation to be in. We have over 2 minutes of clock time over them. I would say right now that you're probably something like 60% favored to win this, right? I think, which is a really good spot to be in, right? Again, 60% is a strong climbing percentage, so 60% is good. Possibly even a little more, depending on exactly how things play out, but I would say 60% feels about right in terms of how strongly you are favored. That's really good, right? To start, again, that's really, really good. So how do we botch this? Well, the opposing team is going to actually push the cart all the way to the very, very end of the map, and then they're gonna push all the way out, and then you have 3 minutes and 35 seconds, and you can't even cap second point. Why does this happen? Well, you're going to start as Ana. Things don't go so well. Not really your fault, but then you get staggered, which is definitely your fault, and then they're going to push through, and then you're going to switch to Zenyatta. And when you play Zenyatta, you are completely useless. And when I say completely useless, I mean completely useless. Like, literally, if you were not in the game, it would not have changed anything about the way things played out. And we're going to talk about why and what you could have done differently. But I'm just noting is that when you switch to Zenyatta, I was, like, surprised, because I would note here, one of the things I talk about is, like, main healer versus off healer, which is not the same thing as main support, flex support, okay? But main healer, off healer. And then the idea here is that most of the healing comes from here, right? And the off healer can provide other utility. Like with Lucio, they can provide speed. With Iliari, they can provide like poke damage and burst damage. If you are playing as Zenyatta, you apply damage in Discord, directly, indirect damage, you know, etc., etc., etc. The problem is you are the only main healer here playing as Ana. When you switch to Zenyatta, then we have Zenyatta and Iliari here, and now there's not really a lot of healing. If we played at higher ranks, like if this was maybe a high masters, low GM game, maybe people would play around that and it'd be okay. The problem is your Winston 100% is not expecting that, and is expecting like a lot of healing to do his job. Now, could you still win even if you did that? Yeah, absolutely, right? But you gotta hit shots, and the problem is you don't hit shots, and that's really gonna throw things apart. So I would say that there's no reason here when I see this where I'm like, oh yeah, I need to switch off from Ana to Zenyatta here. I think you probably think, okay, maybe the Doomfist does a lot of damage, or not Doomfist, the Bastion does a lot of damage, right? And maybe that helps with that. I mean, sort of, but like not necessarily, right? I think Ana has tools to shut down Bastion as well between Sleep and Grenade. So I don't think you had to switch Zen here, and being super ineffective in Zen means you're just in bad shape. Then when you play in BAP, you guys get held up for a while. Not all that's your fault. I think the primary thing is weaving, and we'll get to that later. But just noting here is, my overall take is you could have done so much more in this game, right? On a 1 to 100 scale, or 100's like literally maximum possible impact, like owl level play, and 1 is, let's say, bronze 5, this is like a 20, right? Like a 20 out of 100. If I swap places with you, I think I could easily have won this game. Like, it wouldn't have been, I wouldn't even have broken a sweat. It wouldn't have been, like, even at this point, right? Like, not even playing the whole game out, right? Just at this point, I think it would have been a very easy steamroll. So let's talk through why, right? What would I have done differently, right, compared to what you would have done differently? So let's start out here. Again, one thing to note here is I would know or guess that they are running Bastion because they've been running Bastion all game. So in my head, I think, hey, Bastion's a problem. He's especially a problem against Winston because Winston can do literally nothing against Bastion. What can I do as me, just me, what can I do to shut down the Bastion? Well, I can land timely sleeps and grenades. Because if I sleep him when he's in assault form, that wastes at least a couple seconds of assault form, possibly more if my team doesn't wake him up. That's great. That's excellent value right there, because he's like useless in recon form. So that's number one, is I can be looking for sleeps. I can also be looking for grenades when he's trying to commit, being overzealous. I can grenade him, apply damage, he dies, great, that's a pick. That's how we continue defending here. I can do none of those things from where I'm playing right now. So you're playing you are playing blue boxes, right? Yeah, so blue boxes over here. So this is very, very safe, right? Obviously, like this, there's basically no way that you can die here. The problem with playing support is, especially at lower ranks, players try to minimize the amount of risk that they take as much as possible. They try to play as far back as they possibly can, which is great because it reduces their deaths, but it's bad because your impact is less. So for example, let's say your Winston gets caught up by Bastion right here, right? Your Winston dives in, right? The Bastion's like, oh, I'm going to gun him down. What are you going to do about it? Nothing, right? Even if you pocket the Winston from this angle, right? If you stood right here, right, and you try to pocket the Winston, you're only going to heal for about 93 health a second. Bastion does 360 damage per second. It's like you're not even doing anything, right? Like, at 93 health a second, it gets 360, he's effectively doing 260 damage. Like, the Winston will be dead in 2 seconds from the Bastion alone. This is what I mean about playing overly safe. Because over here, where you are right now, you can't do anything to affect the fight. Unless I've seen that they play snipers, right? Like Widow or Hanzo, maybe an Ashe, right? Maybe Sojourn. But unless I've seen that, I actually want to play over here where the Illari is. I want to be standing right here. That way I have line of sight to be able to help out my team, to shut down the Bastion, to support, to get picks. You are playing way too safe based on the information you know about the opposing lineup. Okay? If you wanted to, you could start here for 15 seconds, and then at 15 seconds, it will reveal the entire opposing hero lineup in the scoreboard if you haven't like seen all the heroes already. At which point you'd be like, okay, great. I can now rotate forwards and do that. But I think in this situation, I would have been perfectly fine just starting here and then rotating back if I needed to. Especially since we're playing Winston, which I know is going to be a close range fight from here. So, I'm not even looking at your perspective, because your perspective doesn't matter. Okay? We're coming out here, Bastion comes in, or Doomfist comes in, right? We're shooting, right? Doomfist is dead. Excellent, great. We got a pick. Winston's getting burned down here. No, you can't heal the Winston from here, but if you played out there, you could have healed the Winston more, right? Or you're rotating over here to heal the Winston, right? Or playing on this side and killing the Winston. There are other options here, right? Now you've rotated up. Okay, great. So, we're over here. We take some damage. All right, you're trying to save people. That's fine. As a general note here, this grenade is really bad. The universal rule for Ana is throw grenades at the enemy team. The fact that it heals your teammates is honestly kind of deceptive. Because people think, oh, I'll throw a grenade at my team to heal them. You almost never want to throw your grenade at your team. I guarantee you could get the GM and never chuck a nade at your teammate, ever. I'm not saying there aren't scenarios where actually it is the right call to throw a grenade. I'm just guarantee you could get the GM exclusively throwing grenades that hit the opposing team. You could not get the GM exclusively throwing grenades that hit your own team. I'm very confident of that. Right? Throw grenades at the enemy team, because anti-healing, blocking healing, is way stronger than increasing the healing that your teammates get, plus the relatively small amount of healing that they get. Okay? Chuck grenades at the opposing team, like over here. If you throw a grenade here, it hits the Junkrat, there's a very strong chance the Junkrat dies right now to the Soldier, right? Or the Illari, or the Bastion. But throwing a grenade here, especially a grenade that misses, is no good. Your Winston, assuming he did get healed by the grenade, this is not going to make a difference, right? Grenade heals, what, like 60, 70 health? Who cares? It's a tank, right? Your tank is missing 350 health. That grenade's not going to make a meaningful difference compared to throwing a grenade at the opposing team, right? This is kind of like Ono 101 here. Alright. So note. Okay, so who should we be healing right now? Who's the priority? Is it the Bastion? It's not the Bastion, right? We want to be healing the Soldier. Why? The Soldier is actually vulnerable, right? Cover is right here. The Soldier is vulnerable. The Bastion's around the corner. I want to be healing the Soldier. So let's play that forward. Now, the Illari dies here, but to be fair, there's not a lot you can do about that because she dies like instantly. I'm just noting, healing priority, really, really important, right? Be healing the Soldier right now, then the Bastion, and then go forward from there. Because your Soldier really wants to re-peak right now. You still haven't healed the Soldier. Let's play this back, okay? So let's count from when the Soldier takes damage. So again, bad grenade. I would be pocketing the Soldier right now because he's really far forwards. So let's say right now, at this point in time, you have enough time to recognize the Soldier's injured. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Almost 13 seconds go by before you heal the Soldier. This can't happen, right? Like, that was a super long time. And part of it's that you're trying to shoot and you're missing. Like, we saw you try to land the darts on him and you're missing. But, like, if you want to play in higher ranks, the game is going to go even faster. You can't have a DPS who does not get healed with an LOS of you when you're not being pressured for 13 seconds. In higher ranks, that soldier will be long dead. Long before like 13 seconds are up, they'll be dead after like 4 or 5 seconds. And you need to get better at like just quickly identifying, okay, can I scope right now? Your scope makes it a lot easier, right? Just scope right now and pop a heal in, right? Quick scope, zap, right? Look, hey, attacking me? Okay, quick scope and fire again. Right? That's a miss, right? Now you're looking at the Winston. But why am I looking at the Winston? I can't do anything about it. The Winston's in this tunnel. Like, if he's going to stay in there, it's not my responsibility to save him. Not as Ana, right? As Kiriko, maybe I can save him. But as Ana, there's nothing you can do about it. He's like through a wall. You're just wasting time looking at him. See? You still haven't healed the soldier. And this might seem like not like a big deal because you're like, oh, well, the soldier doesn't die. What's the big deal? It's a huge deal because if the soldier has health, he comes up here and he applies damage pressure, which means maybe the Winston goes in and kills somebody here. But without the soldier, see, the Junkrat drops all the way down to what, like 80 health? Right? He's at 86 health right now. If the soldier was not low, the soldier would have been out here applying damage, and maybe the Junkrat is dead, and maybe your Winston doesn't get shredded here because there's one fewer DPS to be shooting at him. Little mistakes compound upon themselves to put you in worse and worse situations, right? It's a combination here of both your action priority, like what do I need to be doing right now, and also your mechanics. Can I actually, if I know what to do, can I actually do it? And like everything here is kind of like firing on the wrong cylinders, right? So, noting right now, okay, so you're gonna heal the Winston. Your Bastion goes, like definitely priority right now has to be Pocket Bastion. You miss that dart, which is really bad. Then you grenade him, but like at this point, there's not a lot that you can do about the situation that's gonna make a difference. So, those two died. Even if you landed the grenades and darts, I think the Bastion is still probably gonna die here, right? No one on the opposing team is even low. Fine. What do we do right now? Let's think for a second. We've just lost our whole team. And we know the enemy team is running dive, right? They opened as Doomfist, and now they've opened as Winston. Or switched to Winston. What do I do right now? Well, the correct answer here is drop down, walk into the opposing team, and die right away. Why? Because the rest of my team is dead. So my life is forfeit, right? Who cares whether or not I live or die here? Like, I just drop down and die right now. But what's the other alternative? The other alternative is I try to escape. But as I mentioned earlier, they're running Winston, which means Winston is really good at catching you. Junkrat, also okay at catching you. Moira, also okay at catching you. If they catch you, they will stagger you. Staggering means your team is going to spawn, and then you're going to spawn later, which means you can't help them out, and that increases the chances that they will die before you get there, which means that by the time you do get there, there's literally nothing you can do to change the outcome of the fight because they're dead. That's why I drop and die right now, so I will respawn with my team, and there's no chance of me staggering, right? This is generally referred to as die or get out, right? It's like a very common Overwatch phrase, die or get out. You're in a die or get out situation. But getting out means getting out successfully. The worst thing you can do is to try to get out and fail to do so. And I say this is the worst thing you can do because it takes literally 0 skill to die, obviously, right? If I told you just suicide, I don't care whether or not you're a Bronze 5 player or you're a GM player, it is very easy suicide. You just walk into the opposing team and they kill you, right? That's it. There's no skill involved. Just walk forwards and die, and you're going to be dead in like 3 or 4 seconds. But if you try to get out right now and you fail to do so, what happens? Right? See? You see how you're still trying to get out? Look at how everyone else on your team is alive right now. Okay? Your Yari's here because she came out to try to save you, right? Everybody else has spawned. Let's play this out now. So reminder, your Yari is super far forwards because she was trying to save you. So outburst is forced, right? She's playing back. She's already half health right now. Now she's lit, super lit, and then she died to spam. But why did she die? She died because she saw you incredibly overextended, not dying, so she runs out here. Your mistakes force teammates to make their own mistakes, and then you see a chain reaction of problems. Because they're going to push this cart all the way to the end, okay? All in overtime. This always happens because the defending team is going to make a series of bad mistakes that compound upon each other. This Ilyari is going to die because of you. You cost your team this entire point. First fight, whatever. Like, obviously it could have been better mechanics, but like overall, you know, responsibility, not a ton based on you. This is 100% on you. All you do is suicide and you're good. And Yari doesn't walk all the way out to the corner like this. But she's like, oh shoot. Again, the Winston goes in, gets her low, outburst is forced, so now she has no mobility. Spam comes out, she's gonna eat this, and then she dodges that one, and this is gonna hit like a rando over here, and it's gonna kill her. Right? It's gonna hit the soldier, and then she dies. That's you, right? And now that you're down 2 heroes, how could your team possibly win this fight? That's all you. To be clear, did the Yari make mistakes here? 100%. And a better Yari, at this point in time, would have realized, oh, my Ana is quite frankly a fool. I'm not going to go and try to save this. I'm going to stay way back, right? She should go way back, right, inside the door and play way back and let you die. Because there's no way she can save you anyway. Even if she got up to you, there's no way she can save you. I guarantee you, no matter what, even if you replace both you and the Yari as GM players, you're going to die here no matter what. There's no way. It's like mathematically impossible for you to win this fight. So, like, there's no point in her coming out here. And again, a better Yari would be like, oh no, I'm going to run back and I'm going to just stay alive. But she doesn't see that because she is a silver 4 player, just like you are. And that is why she runs out here and makes this mistake, right? And you make that mistake because you're a silver 4 player too. So if you want to be better than silver, if you're like, hey, look, how do I impact games? Just don't make silver level mistakes. This mistake is actually a huge deal. If you don't believe me, let's keep watching, okay? Remember, Yari's dead right now. I would note, all 4 heroes on your team are like out here right now. You're still not even spawned. Okay? The Yari's dead before you're even spawned. Because you're staggered. Again, you would have spawned basically right around here, right? You'd be coming out, again, there's nothing you could have done to save the Yari, but the Yari would never have been picked if you'd just been playing over here, right? You'd basically be a few seconds behind the Bastion, somewhere around here, walking up with the team. But, we're out here, right? Soldier's overextended. Now the soldier is dead. You can't do anything about this because you are not alive. Again, if you just died sooner, you would be here, and you would be able to save this soldier, right? And keep him alive, as would the Yari, and the soldier doesn't get picked here. But with the soldier picked here, what the heck is going to happen? Now there's 2 people, right? It's a 5-on-2. Winston gets shredded, and Bastion's like, okay, well, I can't defend this, and he's going to try to back up. Little mistakes of staggering make massive ripples downstream, right? And it's going to continue. So, we're playing as Zenyatta right now. What's the key to Zenyatta? Damage, right? Damage, damage, damage. Like, unlike other heroes where, like, okay, yeah, I can choose between healing or damage, all you do is damage in Zenyatta. Like, the primary metric we're going to gauge you on is, can you deal damage? Can you get picks? That's pretty much it. And can you trance at the right time? That's basically all there is to Zenyatta. I would note that as Zenyatta, you must always be doing one of 3 things. You must be attacking, you must be charging a volley, or reloading. Always. Like, all the time. Attacking, charging volley, reloading. 99.9% of the time, unless you're hiding for like an ambush kill, that's what you got to be doing. So right now, are we attacking? Are we charging a volley? Are we reloading? We're doing none of those things. And this goes back to like just kind of basic Zenyatta. Like this is also like a Zenyatta 101 thing. You need to be charging volley all the time. So that when I cross this corner, by the time I reach this corner, I already have all 5 orbs charged. And like maybe I can get a pick here. Or, okay, wait. The Winston dives in, great. I can use it to pop the Winston or blow the bubble really, really quickly, right? 5 orbs, effectively, each orb is roughly 50 damage, right? That's 250 damage that pops the bubble really, really quickly. Did I discord the Winston? Maybe we kill him before he gets out. You're not charging your volleys at all. Okay, so you drop back here. I would note that there's no reason to be retreating right now. Why? I want to kill the Winston. My job is to kill people. I can't kill the Winston if I'm over here. I can kill the Winston if I'm over here, though. But why would I do this? Because we have 3 other heroes that are all shooting this bubble, and the bubble's about to break, right? Again, bubble's broken right now. The Winston still has 2 seconds left. I could just murder this Winston. Am I likely to get the kill? I'm unlikely to get the kill, but I'm definitely going to farm him for damage right now, right? I want to shred him. That way when he goes back to his team, he's got to get healed and then have to jump back out. I don't want to give him a chance to stay full health and then jump into us after that. I want to be applying damage non-stop, all the time. All right, we're reloading? Fine. You hear the Junkrat top left, you back up, which I think is sort of reasonable. All right, I would note here is this is a good example of when you should be charging volleys, right? So Junkrat's up here, I want to be charging the volley so I can blow up the tire, right? I need 3 orbs or two orbs and like 8 damage for anybody to destroy the, not even, I think 4 damage. for anybody else to destroy the tire. If I don't destroy the tire, it's going to kill my team. So my win condition here must be kill the tire. You're not even trying to kill the tire. Right? If you say, oh, what's the impact I can have? Number one, be charging your volleys, right? Charging your volleys is a really basic thing. Number two, try to kill the tire. Like, literally, you just watch the tire run forwards and kill your team. Is this your team's fault? Like, do you look at this and think, oh man, my team is so bad, they died to tire. Well, what are they going to do? You know? Like, the way you stop tire is you either need a support ulti or somebody needs to destroy the tire. You don't even try to shoot it. Right? You just stare at it. You're looking at it. It's not even like a reacting too fast. Like, you're looking at the tire. Would you have killed it in time? No. But it's all about teaching good habits here. Tire is a win condition if it pops and kills my team. If I don't kill the tire, we lose. It doesn't matter whether I live or not. We lose. Like, how can we win here? How can you win in this situation where you're down 2 heroes? Okay. So, great. So, we killed the Junkrat, or mostly Winston killed the Junkrat. That's fine. What should we do doing right now? Again, one of 3 things. Shooting, reloading, charging volleys. Am I charging a volley? I am not. Charge a volley. Charge a volley. All right, reloading. Okay, charge a volley. Charge a volley. Charge a volley. Charge a volley. Okay, Winston's here. Now I pop him for 250 damage right away. This is why we charge volleys all the time. It's a very basic part of Zenyatta. If you watch high-level Zenyatas, they will charge volleys all the time. And if there's no targets, they will kick to cancel it, and then they will reload, and they will charge again. That way, they're constantly maintaining a high uptime of burst damage. Okay, so let's watch. As a reminder, for Zenyatta, my only value comes from damage. Let's see how much damage we apply here. All right, we missed 1. Discord applied. We missed 2. We missed 3. They hit his foot. Okay, so we're 1 for 3. All right, 2 for 4, 2 for 5, 2 for 6, 3 for 7, and he got a headshot. All right, great. So 4 for 8, 50%. That's okay. Could have done better, right? Could have done better, but okay. I will say that at higher ranks, you should be hitting way more shots against tanks, just as a note. But I think this is okay enough for your level. We're going to keep an eye on this, though. All right, so that was 4 for 8 right there. Again, let's check. Are we charging volleys? Are we reloading? Or are we attacking? Obviously, we're attacking right here. That's fine. By the way, never charge volleys when somebody is visible. Unless they're, like, deflecting. Because your damage is, like, 3 times higher when you're attacking versus charging. All right. We should reload right now. Again, nothing we can really do to save the Winston. Now I charge a volley. 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 Okay, now we're attacking. You see? But, like, charging a volley would have been great because I could have gotten the burst damage and on the bubble. So, Coalescence gets popped. We take cover. Okay, great. Fine. So, Winston's here. So, we hear the Winston dive in. So, right now, I think, okay, the Winston's going to be playing very close. I also know the Winston's in a bubble. Why? Because we saw him pop bubble right before this. So, the Winston's diving in without bubble. If I was charging a volley, I walk in, I fire 5 shots to his face, he instantly dies. That does 500 damage right away. Assuming nobody else does any damage, he will be nearly dead. And any extra damage from me or anybody else will kill him, right? And then you can apply Discord. So this is like a really easy situation where charging a volley makes a big difference. Don't be afraid of the Winston. Winston does very little damage. 60 damage per second is nothing. And you have a pylon here. Just literally walk up and kill the Winston. That's got to be your job right now, right? Okay, trance is applied, coalescence applied. Fine, I would still attack here, right? Just attack. That way I can farm trance. Because if I don't farm trance and pop trance here, there's a very strong possibility we're going to lose this fight. But if you just pop the Winston in the face, even with trance, even with coalescence, you're almost going to be at trance right now. So you really got to be applying damage here. All right, re-attack him. Okay. So, are we reloading, attacking, or charging volleys? We're doing none of the above. We have 3 eligible targets right now. 1, 2, 3. All 3 of these targets I could be firing a volley at if I had volley charged. I don't have volley charged, so at least I should be attacking somebody right now. Am I attacking right now? I am not attacking. I am, in fact, going to just stare at them. Look how long this is, okay? So, even right there, we could already see that there is an enemy that's available. Right now, the Junkrat's available. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then finally, almost 4 seconds go by in a do-or-die fight where you're not even attacking. Little things like this, just having better uptime, doing your job, are what holds you back, right? Just attack. So, Bastion's discorded. well, your Bastion's dead, but that's fine, because like it's not your job. You know what I mean? Like it's not your job as Zen to save people. You just literally, like, 30 health a second is nothing. It's not going to make any difference here. Your job here is to get kills, and specifically to kill the Bastion. So the Bastion's popped here. Okay, let's land some hits here. Okay, wildly off. Again, I understand he's being juggled, but like you got to land shots eventually. So let's track. Let's track from this moment in time. So 0 for 1. 0 for 2, that's into the shuttle. 0 for 3, that one I understand. Like, it would have been on target if the Winston had hit him. 0 for 4, 0 for 5, those shouldn't have happened. 0 for 6. Okay, we hit one finally. 1 for 7. 1 for 8. One for 9. 1 for 10. 1 for 11. 1 for 12. 1 for 13. And now we're in cover. If you hit 1 out of 13 shots, expect to lose the fight. Right? Like, literally, your only job as Zenyatta is to deal damage. If you don't deal damage, you are going to lose. So if you're going to say, oh, what the hell could I have done differently? Hit shots. Like, anywhere close to, like, 40% accuracy here would have been completely fight-changing. You didn't even get to 10%. You gotta hit shots. Like, literally, if I pick Zenyatta, like, if I'm not feeling a Zenyatta, like, my aim, I don't play Zenyatta. Because Zenyatta, Zenyatta's like the Widowmaker of supports, right? In the similar way as Iari. You have to hit shots, but Iari at least has some utility, right, through her pylon. The fact that she has pretty good single target, like, burst healing, right? Like, that's still fine, right? Outburst is also situationally quite useful. But Zenyatta, all you gotta do is damage, right? Between Discord, direct damage, you gotta hit shots. I would never, ever, ever complain or feel frustrated or confused about what I could possibly do more if my accuracy was sub 10%. Like, at a basic level, it has to be like, well, you know, it's like if you play, I'm thinking of an example, right? Like, if I play basketball and, you know, I'm like, oh, I'm frustrated they'll keep losing, but I've missed 5 layups in this game that are all uncontested, I'm not going to point fingers at anyone, right? It's like, man, maybe I should just make a shot. If I can't make a shot, like, nothing else is going to matter. It doesn't matter how smartly you play. You got to hit shots. And as Zenyatta, that's literally your only job here. You have to hit shots. And that is like a very cold stretch on a critical moment where your team needs you to apply damage. Right? Okay. So from there, we're going on, coming out here. As a note, charge volley. Charge volley right now. Charge. Okay, Winston comes out, I immediately pop the volley into it. Bubble goes up, okay, fine, right. Break the bubble. So, we've lost 2 here. That's fine. I mean, like, there's nothing you can do about that, right? You're dead, which is fine. Like, I don't blame that. This is not a stagger problem because you died with your team. Fine, no problem. So, you're looking for the Bastion here? Okay, so you missed this volley, but that's okay. I'm not expecting you to have perfect accuracy by any means, despite my you know, harping on your accuracy. It's okay to miss as long as you're doing the right things. You are trying to land a volley here, that's good, because if you land this, yeah, there's a pretty good chance that you kill him here. Right? Worth. Totally fine. Okay, Winston jumps in, Junkrat's up here, Soldier's low. This would have been a very hard read, though, but there's actually a world where trancing here is actually a very good idea. Because this is going to continue the stagger otherwise, and the Bastion's going to take control of this corner. But if you trance here, you're going to save the Soldier for sure, which allows your team to regroup and play as 5. Ideally, you don't need to do this, and the Soldier plays back, but, like, you play around the team you have and the team you want. Like, this is a very problematic moment for your Soldier to be dead. Because now, your Winston's going to go in and make space, but who's going to use the space? You? Right? You're not going to do very much. I noticed that you already switched to a main healer. And then your Ashe comes out, right? You've been ice cold in terms of aim, so, like, this space here is probably not going to give you very much, right? Like, how much damage are you doing right now? Watch. Okay. So, Winston's made space here, okay? He's gone up. He's zapped, all right? There's going to be a bubble up here, but the bubble, I think, is about to pop. All right, bubble's over. 0 for 1. 0 for 2. 0 for 3. You're hitting the pillar in front of you. 0 for 4. 0 for 5. Still hitting the pillar in front of you. And now I'm reloading, despite the fact that I have 19 ammo, and 1, 2, 3 targets in the back line, and the Winston jumping my face. Why am I reloading right now? This stuff costs you games. Like, you just can't be doing this. You just literally, you have to be dealing damage, right? If you don't feel comfortable with that, then you cannot play Zenyatta. Like, you have to deal damage. More so than any other hero, like, of the supports, you have to be dealing damage. So yeah, this is very problematic for you reloading right now. So the Winston's going to dive onto you. I would note here is that I would have tried to move to the left to try to get him to juggle me up the wall this way and have the Ana try to keep me alive. Because the Bastion doesn't have Assault Form right now, so they don't have any good range damage at this moment in time. There is a very real world where the Winston cannot kill me, even without Trance. I think this is a relatively higher level read. I think that this is probably, I would say Platinum is when Zenyatta's would realize this. Most Winstons, especially at your level, are not going to be able to consistently kill anybody. So if I just like walk over this way, have him juggle me up the wall, and the Ana just pockets me, he mathematically like cannot do enough damage to me because Ana heals for like 93 health, 93, 94 health a second. So he can't kill me. Unless somebody else deals damage, I'm totally fine here. But I understand. Okay, we're going to pop Trance. But what's the problem here? Our Winston just died. So what's the Trance for? Is this going to do anything? It is not. Right? At this moment in time, I think you realize when the Winston died, I already knew the fight's over. So if this is going to happen, like this, if you think, hey, I'm going to pop Trance to counter Primal, I have to pop Trance right away and stay in front to try to stay with my Winston to keep my Winston alive. But you see how you wait really long. So you have two options here. Either one, I'm going to pop Trance here to make sure my Winston lives, or number two, I'm going to try to kite out the Primal Rage to not die. Those are really your only two options here. I think trying to do like the middle ground where you try to wait, but you don't wait long enough and then let your Winston die, like now there's no way to win the fight, right? Like literally nothing else we watch here is going to make a difference. So, despite the fact they only had 1 minute and 30 seconds, they pushed all the way. I would note, I would put a very large percentage of that responsibility on you. As I mentioned at the start of this video, your Zenyatta play in this game, in that particular circumstance we just watched, was nearly useless, right? Trance did nothing, Discord did nothing, damage did nothing. I don't think you got a single kill, right? You definitely didn't get a single final blow. I don't even think that you got an limb. Oh no, the Junkrat. The Junkrat in the top left room where the Winston did like 80% of the damage. Besides that, I don't think you killed anyone. And arguably, you didn't even kill the Junkrat. I think he would have died anyway. So, yeah, you can't be playing 3 points and do nothing. You also baited your team into getting killed on first point, as a reminder. Alright, so we're going to play here in BAP. I'm not going to watch this whole section. I'm only going to mention one specific thing, which is you have to weave, okay? So, with weaving, you must do a certain pattern because of the way the mechanics work, and I'm not going to explain it because I explain it all the time. Your only eligible patterns are number 1, attack, attack, heal. Option 2, attack, heal, right? And then the pattern resets again, right? So this goes back, attack, attack, heal, right? And you could do attack, heal, attack, heal. Those are the only 2 patterns you should ever be doing. What does that mean? You go over here. I go attack, attack, heal, attack, attack, heal, attack, attack, heal. Okay, the Winston has the Roadhog's hook ready. I hide here. Right? Then I jiggle, right? Jiggle attack, because he can't hook me. Literally, even if his timing's perfect, he can't pull me as long as most of my body is covered by the cart. It's impossible for him to pull me, which is fine. Attack, attack, heal, attack, attack, heal, attack, attack, heal. Just do that over and over again. That's like 5 ranks worth of value right there. So, we have to save the Winston. Okay, fine. So, weave, right? Attack, attack, heal, attack, attack, heal, over and over and over again. Is that what you're doing? No, you're only healing. But the problem is Baptiste is not designed to only heal or only attack, okay? A ton of his value comes from the fact that you can weave the attack and the healing together, which gives you so much impact. Again, it is very, very easy to carry games as Baptiste just through the sheer amount of damage and sustain that you can do if you just weave correctly. Just keep weaving. I would note right now is you didn't pop regen burst earlier when people were actually quite low. So right now, like your Winston's critical, you could have walked up and regen burst here to allow him to apply pressure. But that's fine. You're gonna save it. Fine. I would note that when you do finally pop regen burst, it's useless. The Reaper's critical, but he's also safe. He has Wraith form. He's gonna make it all the way around the corner between you and the ER. He's gonna get healed up completely. I don't need to pop regen burst right now. This is a mistake to pop regen burst. 100% a mistake. For sure a mistake, did not need that. That's a huge ability. A 15-second cooldown ability that we wasted. So, Winston gets hooked in. But my team is still applying pressure. Fine. Apply pressure with them. There's no hook right now, right? The Roadhog just threw out hook. Fine. Apply pressure. Like, my team is fighting for a reason. You're playing back because very clearly from your play, you're like, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I want to die. But the problem is you're also putting yourself in a position where you can't do anything. If you stay up here, attack, attack, heal, attack, attack, heal, attack, attack, heal. This cranks up damage unbelievably fast, right? They have a Lucio and a Zen. You single-handedly can do more damage than both of their healing combined. Just you. Literally, just you can damage more than both of their healing combined. Right? I think with just body shots, you're still going to damage more, right? Without amp. And with amp, you can still out-damage it if you're landing headshots on the Roadhog. I don't think you realize just how easily you can carry this. Like, even if you gave me the game at this point, I would literally stand here, I'd kill all 4 of them. The Roadhog doesn't have hook, right? The Roadhog's gonna die right now, and after he dies, I'm gonna walk forward and just keep healing them all. They can't stop me now. There's like literally no way. See? We're playing so far back right now, but look at your ammo situation. You're at 33. You're at 33 ammo out of 36, and 11 out of 13 healing. Why am I reloading right now? This is not the time. Like, you gotta be going up, do the things, like, do something. This is like, you need, like, this is a moment where, like, they're all caught out in the open. You could have shredded them over there, but you're playing so far back. Okay, we're healing. All right, fine. Attack, attack, heal. Attack, attack, heal. Attack, attack, heal. Attack, attack, heal. See, you notice how you're not healing at all. Blimp around the corner is good, though, right? You're trying to fight it out. You missed the heal on the soldier. I would note, once again, look at your ammo. 12 out of 36, 10 out of 13. You can save the soldier right now with a healing grenade. Is that what you do? No. Too slow, right? Reaction is just a little bit too slow. And consistent bases. Alright, we're going to push up. That's fine. So here it is, right? This is the moment. Attack, attack, heal. Attack, attack, heal. Gotta clear this. Right? We're going to step forwards. So, attack, attack, right? So, in this situation, attack, attack, heal. Attack, attack, heal. Attack, attack, heal. It's like the same thing. Like, you can't play Baptiste and not do this. If you find it too difficult to weave, don't play Baptiste and don't play Kiriko. Because both of the heroes are balanced around it. It'd be like playing Ana and you're like, sleep darts are too hard for me to do. Like, I don't want to do sleep darts. I'd be like, don't play Ana. Because, like, this is a huge part of the hero. Like, you gotta learn how to do it. So, again, let's think for a second. You're at 200 health, right? You're at full health right now. You have almost full ammo, certainly full, like, rifle bullets, right? And almost full biotic grenades. Why am I not up here? Like, my Reaper's in deep, right? Fighting this out. My Winston's in. Bubble's gonna come down to, like, provide extra cover. Why am I so far back? Over and over and over again, we see that this is happening. I would note, at the moment that you pop this window, so we traded out, okay, fine. I would note that you have close spawns, so trades are good for you. They have no tank, right, because the tank has been dead for a while. You don't need this window. And I think you realize it right away, you're like, oh, huh. Like, you did not need this window at all. And not having this window is very problematic, because then you waste your ultimate. Alright, Roadhog's here, yeah, just kill him. Just kill him. It's fine, just kill him. Oh, man, alright. So, it's tough here because the Junkrat's also a problem, but, like, there's a world where, especially if you hadn't wasted regen burst earlier, because, like, I don't know why you're popping regen burst right now. Yeah, like, you were at 180 health and you're being healed by the pylon. There's no reason for you to pop regen burst. But, like, you could literally have thrown Lamp and just walk into the room and just killed the Roadhog. Because without Hook, you could shred him down. Like, look how low he is. He's at 188 health with no heal gauge. Like, you walk in here, you fight it out, right? You pop regen burst to keep yourself alive, he dies. Great, excellent. Or maybe you kill him and then the trap kills you. Fine, totally worth it. Trade a support for a tank. Like, you gotta recognize sometimes that people are killable, right? Very, very killable. Weirdly enough, I would not go high ground right now. I would actually play main because I think your team needs it. But I think this is fine because you're actually gonna flank here and play pop. Oh no, you're not gonna flank here and pop window. You know window. So, Bastion ulti's gonna go down. Again, note that you're reloading with almost full ammo. Like, it feels like you're not even trying to win the fight. Like, look at the situation right now. There is an eligible target right here. Your Yari is low-ish, right? Your Winston's here. Like, you could heal both of these targets. You could kill the Lucio. And you have 30 out of 36 ammo. And 12 out of 13 healing grenades. What? You're just like, nah, I guess nothing needs to happen right now. you could kill the Junkrat here in one burst. Like, at least some part of this has to be, you have to try to win. Like, they're like, the compulsive reloading is killing you. Right, now your Winston gets shredded, and like, now you have no opportunities because you waited too long, but you did have opportunities to get kills earlier. Alright, we're gonna step forwards. I would have, by the way, long since capped this point by now. Like, the enemy team is making a ton of mistakes as well. It's not just your team. The enemy team makes a lot of mistakes. You're just not capitalizing on it at all. I would not play here because the Roadhog can easily hook you. Yeah. I didn't even know that was going to happen, for the record. I can see it. Like, you can kind of see, like, the Roadhog's eyes go wide. When you see him look at that, like, unless you're already behind cover, you're screwed. Right? Now you're just running to, like, basically luck whether or not he's going to land the hook or not. But you're going to pop Lamp. I don't know why you're reloading right now. I mean, I guess, like, trance has been popped, but, like, the Lucio is not in the trance. Right here, Lucio's not in the trance, so you could kill Lucio right now. Alright, same deal. Like, walk forwards. I like the way he said I wouldn't watch this, and we're watching it anyway. Alright, so your team pops, and is going to kill everybody, which is great. Unfortunately, you're going to use, like, 4 ultimates for this. Using 4 ultimates is really bad, because then how the heck are we going to push the rest of the way? We have a long way to go, and they're going to have Tire, and they're going to have Whole Hog the next fight. And maybe Bastion ulti. But this is why, like, if you can win without ultimates, you can save your ultimates for when you really need them and you're actually getting stuck. And you could definitely get picks here without needing ultimates. Alright, I like the aggression here, right? Kill junk, good. Right? So, you're going to jump up, and you're going to pop window here, and you're going to kill him. So, overall, I think this is good, right? It's a good flank, it's well timed, right? I think, obviously, aim here could have been a little better, but it's fine. So, how much damage does Bastion do? Or how much damage does Baptiste do? Baptiste is 75 damage per burst, okay? Window doubles that damage for 150 damage. This Bastion, at this point in time, only has 215 health. I assume you're not going to miss any of the shots because it's a giant target. So in 2 bursts, and not even the full second burst, he's going to be dead. You don't need to pop Lamp here. And I know you're scared, but you don't need this Lamp. You could have killed him. Like, you see, it's not even close. You didn't even reach halfway. So, you could have killed him without the Lamp. So this is an unnecessary Lamp. That's 25 seconds. Now, the question is, are you going to need Lamp in the next 25 seconds? Let's find out. Alright, you're going to retreat from the junk. You could have honestly just stayed there, too. At that distance, you're actually favored against junk. Alright, you're going to kill the Roadhog. I would note here that you kill the Roadhog. You have 12 shots, right? So that's 4 bursts, which is equivalent to 300 damage. There's a Lucio with 100 health here. At 33% accuracy, assuming no headshots, you kill the Lucio yourself. But instead, you reload and just let him go over here and pop beat. Which, again, you gotta stop doing this. Oh, tires pop. Okay, that's fine, right? Clump up with my team, wait to see where it's coming from, and then throw Lamp down. Oh, wait. I don't have Lamp, because you wasted it. And now you see, the tire comes down, and it's gonna kill those 2 people that you could have saved with Lamp. And with this, it's over, right? Now you can't win, right? Because now it's going to be 2 on 4 in a second, and you just can't do enough here. Well, 3 and 4. Fair is still alive. Could you have changed anything from here? I don't think so. I don't know what that Lamp is. I think you thought the Bastion was going to aim for you. Yeah, the problem is the Winston needs to stay on cart, and, like, there's no way, right? He's just, Roadhog just way out earlier. Okay. So, in summary, what could you have done differently? Like, everything. Basically everything, right? Across the board. It starts with the Ana stagger, right? That totally messes up your entire first point, and arguably most of the second point as well. That kills you. Number 2, on Zenyatta, you need to do anything. Just literally anything. Like, deal any damage, right? Charge volleys, right? Land shots, get kills, have transcendences that actually save somebody. That would be a good start, right? Like, that, gotta do something on Zen. On Baptiste, you gotta weave, right? Weaving is an easy way. It's like a cheat code to unlocking like 5 ranks of value right away just by weaving. Just weave all the time, and you'd be shocked at how easy it is to win games. You'll be like, wow, the enemy team can't keep up with the amount of damage and healing I'm doing. I wonder why that is. Because Baptiste is unbelievably good if nobody disrupts his rhythm. Just constantly keep attack, attack, heal, attack, attack, heal. That's why he's one of the best brawl supports, because he just cranks out damage like unbelievably fast. Alright. Overarching also to note is you play way too far back, right? Way too far back. And that's also killing you. Okay. I'm going to hold there. Hopefully it is helpful.